had great fun looking back at like the very, very beginning with my younger cousin, who still films with us sometimes. Our first videos were just like us walking around town and just talking, and they were shot on like a little crappy digital camera.
I remember that digital camera.
Yeah, I think I still have it somewhere. Since I got this one, I don't use it for anything now, but I still have it somewhere. And so we just thought it would be fun, and we had never done that before, and we thought it would be easy. And then this one joined in. I did find a picture from our very first video that has your arm in the shot.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you
I
two
saw.
have been with us since the beginning.
Yeah, I just remember coming into it as kind of a last thought, kind of. It was just kind of like a stray invitation, like, hey, you seem like kind of a nerd. Would you like to join us?
Yeah, we weren't
And-
even really buddies yet at that point.
Yeah, no, we'd just like worked a group project earlier that year and had kind of talked back and forth, but it wasn't like too close of a thing.
Yeah. We
And
were
even
just,
then,
like,
at the time, I was
classmates.
planning on like being Italy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So that changed.
yeah, I went from Italy to France later that summer for Canada Day. Hi. There's a
is a
little
pooch.
guy. He's a little bit short, so I don't know if you can see him very much. So I'm just
I think
petting
you can
the
see
air.
that. Yeah, I was like, you can see like the top of his head. There you go. There he is.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, this is Wander. He's a new family member. Just bringing it up, the difference in the wig.
Yeah. I love the one that's got the highlights.
Yeah, it's got the high quality highlights. It's got a realistic color. And just if anyone's curious, that old France wig got turned into the Bill Cipher wig that I wore at the
forgot
panel.
About that. Yeah.
I literally just at one point went, you know what? I can cut a wig. I remember the first thing that I kind of did was just assist on a photo shoot, you know? Take pictures, hold things, find things. We didn't know each other
Because
before that.
I knew you.
You introduced us
And
on
then
that photo shoot.
I introduced you guys on that photo shoot, and I was like, by the way, this is our friend. So
Another thing that you can notice with the changes, even though there's very few of the videos, is how we interact with each other.
yeah.
Because we started when we weren't really that close of friends. If you watch like just the way that we interact throughout different skits, especially like early on versus now, you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
Like, I just remember there's a couple of clips from just watching the preview that I was sent, where I can just sit there and go, wow, we don't like each other very much.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like we're like a little
how do
awkward.
I-
How do I do this? Like we never hated each other, but we were both just so awkward that we didn't know how to like.
we didn't have the balance that we do
No.
now of me being able to insult you and
Yeah.
call you naughty words.
This is true. This is true, and me being able to return them just as quickly.
Exactly.
See, on the topic of like friendship, you can see Finn and I's friendship change.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
develop as well.
Because, yeah, we've brought it up before, but like, once again, he was kind of a last minute, like, spur
Yeah.
of the moment ad
Yep.
is the thing. Like, no one planned that friendship.
Nope. Nope.
Like, that was just us going to our first con and meeting someone who's all like, yeah, I'm an England cosplayer. Yeah, that one was fun, and you get to see not only this one grow in friendship with that, with Finn, but also mine as well.
Yeah, on the whole, just our group in general.
You threw the sword fights one in there. That was like one of the first few times that we actually did anything like physical based
Yeah.
for a skit. Like,
a
we never
skit.
really did much that involved like being close to one another or being like, hey,
Hey,
buddy, you know?
come over here and pretend to punch me in the face.
You know, hey buddy, or I'm gonna beat you.
Uh-huh. I think you're right. I think that was the first time we did something that
Because like
physical.
we did like, you know, friend wrestle now and then before that, but it wasn't anything too big yet.
No.
Like, we didn't officially start like getting really hardcore at it
Yeah,
until
then.
afterwards.
Or we had never done anything like that before.
We'd never really done anything like choreographed fighting, and all of that choreography was just thrown up together like on the spot, so we had like a rough idea, usually like the rest of our skits.
It's true.
We still have not gotten really good at scripting.
No. So like here's our deal. We write scripts or
But we don't.
outlines, but we don't follow them
We don't follow those.
ever. So like I have a folder of all these scripts that we don't follow.
You see, we have the ideas, and we write them down. But when we get to actually doing it, that's when things get difficult. Script. We've gotten more realistic expectations of how long it takes to do things.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, when we did Michael in the Bathroom, we've talked about it before, how we did, we were there for 6 hours.
And that was one of the shorter ones, though,
Yeah.
because we've got several that went over days. And we learned that with one of the projects that we keep talking about, but never actually doing,
Yeah.
because we just have been having issues time-wise.
We promise we have not abandoned this project. It's going to take time because we learned how realistic we need to be with how much filming we're going to have to do.
We initially tried to do it in an afternoon,
We did.
and we got a fourth of one of the 3 videos done. And even then, after we looked at it,
We weren't
Most of it-
super happy with it.
most of it wasn't like what we really wanted to go for, so we basically got left with like one clip that we really liked, and then because of such a span of time of when we did it, the people in it, like,
Change.
have changed.
We've
We've all changed and
Yep.
updated a little bit, and those cosplays have changed, and
Yeah.
so now we have to redo all of it.
How to reset if we screw up
Yeah,
has also changed.
yeah.
So we still periodically like get the giggles, and we just have to giggle for 5 minutes. But we've gotten a little more professional, I think, in that it doesn't derail our entire afternoon of filming.
Yeah, it doesn't derail the entire thing. I mean, like, there might be a bit of a pause.
A bit of a pause while we collect ourselves.
and sit there and giggle like little elementary schoolers while we figure
It's-
out what happened.
It's pretty fun though.
Also, another thing that I would like to, from my perspective, point out is your editing.
Yeah, it has changed.
It's very much so changed.
It's very much so changed, and part of that comes from using different programs. So our first video I made with Windows Movie Maker, which is a piece of garbage, and I hate it to this day.
Don't upset Windows.
Don't upset Windows. Well, it doesn't have like a save feature, really. So if it would crash, which it did often, you would lose everything and have to start over. So yeah, that one was definitely very simple. And then I got into Power Director and I started kind of playing with it. And then a big influence on how that changed was we sat down together and you messed with the program and taught, you were like, oh, this does things, and taught me how to do other
Keep in mind,
stuff.
I didn't really know anything about the program. I was just poking at things, going, oh, what's this do? Oh, it does this.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Hey, look, you can do captions and
And
subtitles.
subtitles.
We can do subtitles now. And, like, when we realized that, it made your lives so much
so
easier.
much easier. Yeah.
It made your life harder, but your lives so much,
much
easier,
easier.
because we like to talk either fast or sometimes mumble,
Or we're talking over the top of each other.
or we yell at each other at the same time.
at the
and
same time. I think we had it in a good spot.
Another thing we did was improving our camera work.
Yeah, although we did have a good laugh as we were trying to set this up to film this video. I couldn't figure out the tripod, and this one couldn't figure out the camera. It's been
It's been 4 years.
4 years. 4 years?
Yeah.
4 years, I think, now.
It's been about 4 years. And
About 4
it lies.
It does. Our battery always lies.
The battery always lies. It likes to shut itself off. It's not the best piece of equipment,
No,
but it's,
it works.
It's gotten us through all of it, And
we'll
it's,
see what college budget brings around, but I may get an updated version.
Yeah.
I've always wanted one that you could like spin around.
Ooh.
The slide cam that you
Ooh.
could put on a stick and it like
Yeah, for more than one camera, that would be
That,
nice.
that's my ultimate goal, is to try and get a pan camera that shoots in the same, in 1080 like this one.
Yeah.
Anytime
be
you
cool.
see us do something, again, if you look at Michael in the Bathroom, anytime there's a new angle, that means we did that scene again. And having multiple cameras would severely cut that time down because we could shoot one scene from different angles
Yeah.
at the same time.
It'll just make it so that you have to watch the other camera.
Yeah, we'll have to actually have somebody
Yeah.
on camera duty.
We'll have to have someone on camera duty. Either that or one of us is going to be running, clicking,
Clicking,
running, clicking.
click, 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 click. Yep.
And then once we're both in spot, then it's going to be,
We're gonna hope.
yeah, we're going to hope. But eventually we're going to need to have someone run camera. We need someone, to run camera.
Hey, we need somebody to run the camera. That's the other thing we've gotten better at is networking.
Yeah.
I think over the years we've both gotten a little less awkward, a little less shy, and being like, "Hey, do you want to come over here for a day and run a camera? Cool."
Cool. Run a camera for us, please.
Makeup's definitely improved over the years.
Oh yeah, makeup.
Makeup's improved over the years.
That's definitely a thing. And I mean, I owe a lot of my personal growth for makeup to, like, my friends over here. Like, the same person that did our drawing, Way OK Day, she did teach me a little bit more about makeup and
Same.
everything. We show very little on this channel of what we actually do, but we have so many. At some point, they're probably going to come into play.
Honestly, yeah, probably.
Really, like, they are.
Just because we need variety.
We need some variety, and like, I mean, our multi-fandom one was really nice, the one we did for Christmas. Dear God, that took 2 days. We thought it was going to take one.
Yeah, we thought we could do it in a day. We were still learning, and I think that one was instrumental in teaching us that we need to plan out.
Yeah, that
a
one was
weekend
very
to
key.
shoot. Yeah.
That one was very key on being like, yeah, you're going to need more than one day. Smack of reality, like.
Be like, reality check. You need more days or memorable moments filming or something.
Yeah, we
like
could
that.
we could do memorable moment.
Memorable moments.
Yeah,
With the invitation that any of you, of course, are free to add your own memorable moment down below.
yeah, anything that you find memorable or any other like shots, like heck, if you have a specific thing and you can find it in our videos,
Yeah, clip
like
it.
just clip it or timestamp it essentially down below and be like, hey, it's this video at such and such minutes, whatever.
And
We'll definitely
look.
give it a watch because why not relive it?
I think one of my memorable moments from back in the day was definitely the first photo shoot that we did. And we were all together, like out on the lawn, that old school, and we were just like hanging out and laughing and playing. What?
Sorry, I thought it was a bug, but it was just a piece of cotton.
Cottonwood.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when we were all together getting to know each other, and that kind of stuff.
The
and
fencing with grass in our teeth.
That
And-
was a good one.
Keep in mind, that's like the same day that we all sort of still met. In
Met.
cosplay. Because that was like the first time that I'd cosplayed France
Currently,
officially.
One of my favorite moments in general is a tie between when we filmed Breakfast with Canada and just really all of the sly comments and like your facial expressions. So as Canada, I would sneak something like innocent in there, like, oh yeah, England says whatever about you, and just your face every time is always a memorable moment. Because you're like almost frustrated, but then this is Canada, so you're like not mad at Canada, but you're mad at England, and it's
I'm
just
not
like
mad at you.
yeah, that outrage is kind of hilarious.
Yeah, and that's just something that I kind of picked up when it came to acting, is that the facial features are half
Yes.
of the battle.
It's if you can master what your face is doing.
Yeah, if you can master what your face is doing, or just exaggerating your expressions, especially for the type of acting that we do, it helps.
It helps a lot.
Especially if you don't have very much else that you can work with. Work with what you got here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, move your body a lot.
Be animated.
The anime.
Look
I have
at
a few
TikTok.
specifically from the panel that we just did, but
Oh yeah, that's fun.
from farther back.
I think it's not really like a specific moment, but it's one of the trends that we have, is how much Finn and I film each other's butts.
That's true, and you guys are always like doing the okay, yeah, which is
You know,
fantastic.
Quality.
Yeah, I always find that stuff in editing, or Finn when he like does the eyebrow thing.
Oh yeah, God dang it with the eyebrows.
And it's even funnier when he's got England's eyebrows
Because
because
it
they're
just triples it.
yeah,
for
they're
me
huge.
personally, is when I'm precariously standing when we were filming
Yeah.
Michael in the bathroom. When
Yeah.
I'm all half on your toilet, and the other half of
on
me
the-
is on the tub.
Yeah, and you're like trying to balance.
And I'm trying to balance as I'm holding kind of the camera that's taped to the shower rod.
head, and you couldn't get your shadow in the shot.
Yeah, I couldn't get my shadow on the shot, so I was pressed against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like,
Did we get it?
did we get it? I can't see anything. I could not see anything for that shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I couldn't see the camera thing. I just had to hold it and hope it didn't move. And I also had, like, the phone in the other hand, so I've got, like,
Yeah,
the music.
you were trying to work the music at the same. That was.
I'm
good.
running the music, holding the camera, and precariously pressed against the wall and balanced like
yelling
this.
at me
like,
not to cross my legs.
don't cross your legs, you're a boy.
You're dressed like a boy. You got stuff there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I think currently, like from our most recent stuff, that panel, Finn saying, you know I sleep with a gun, and you being like, yeah, that's what Dipper's for. Just the what?
Oh, dear. Oh, no.
That was some good stuff.
No.
That was some good stuff.
Oh.
That one's one of my
that
top.
one sounds great.
Because just your guys' faces in reaction, and like Finn has that, you can almost see, like when you're editing, you can almost see the England coming through.
But just a little. Just a little.
Just a little, just because of like the way he reacts to our shenanigans.
Oh, yeah. That's,
Which is just Finn in general reacting to our shenanigans.
Yeah, most of his reactions as England are just how he reacts to us being stupid.
Stupid, yeah, when we're being dumb. But just that moment, like, where it takes a minute to process, and then he's just like, oh my god, and starts laughing, and it's amazing. It's just priceless. I think that sums up our group dynamic quite
Yeah, that's
well.
that's quite how it goes.
Quite well.
Except for the fact that he also gets stuck in a tree. Like, this is the
That's
same
true.
guy that gets stuck
He
in
gets
trees.
stuck in trees a lot.
Or does other stupid things on his own, and then it's my turn to be
Buttercups.
like, you idiot. Buttercups.
Buttercups. We will not forget.
We will never forget.
We have forgiven, but we have not forgotten.
Yeah, I just talked about that with someone like the other day, so it's still going. Like, I will tell anyone.
Anyone that story.
Like, anyone who's all like, yeah, he seems like an intelligent individual. Actually.
Actually. Yeah, running jokes are a thing, and usually they don't mean to stick. Any nicknames, I think, are also memorable, usually because they're spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Spur of the moment.
Petite Lapine.
Yep. A little French territory. Yeah. Well, by all means, you guys add something down below if you have a memorable moment that you think we should bring up,
Or something that we do.
or something that we do. Yeah. Or if you know us outside of YouTube,
Then send us a message.
send us a message.
Like, seriously, just send us a message. Or heck, even if you want to, like, you don't want to be in the comment section, because someone's going to be attaching our Instagrams.
You can Instagram us.
You can Instagram us, DM us, do something with our posts.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.